Let's take a look at command line basics. Cat. The command cat reads one or more files and, by default, displays the contents to the screen. It displays files without paging and is often used for quick display of short text files. Let's begin by preparing two simple text files. Now, let's use cat to display the contents of page1.txt. The content of page 1 is displayed, but unlike when we use less to display a file, we did not need to press Q to exit. If cat is used with multiple file names, cat will combine the contents of all files and display them. This combination process is called concatenation, and that's why this command is called cat. Let's try to use cat to display the contents of both page 1 and page 2. See that the contents of both files are displayed. Note that cat does not change the contents of the original files. Let's examine the contents of page 1 to see this. The content of page 1 and page 2 are unchanged. Cat can be used with output redirection to join the contents of multiple files together into a single file. Let's try to use cat to combine the contents of both page 1 and page 2 and send the output to a file called multipage.txt. Let's use cat to examine the contents of this new file. Multipage.txt contains the text from page 1 and page 2. If cat is not given a file name, it will read text from standard input, in other words, the keyboard, and copies it to the standard output, in other words, normally the screen. Let's try using cat without an argument. Cat is now waiting for keyboard input. Let's type some text. To signal the end of input, we will type Control-D, that is, the Control key on the keyboard, and then D. Cat has displayed the text we just typed on the screen. This can be used with output redirection to type text into a file as if it were a very simple word processor. Let's try to use cat to create a file called lazy dog. Now, cat is again waiting for keyboard input. Let's type some text. We can observe that lazydog.txt indeed contains the sentence we just typed.